Hey, this is Jeeps Rock. We've been using the Diabolical Slipstream for quite some time, but we're going to show you what is possible now with our new rail system. The reason I have these gallons of milk here, which used to be gallons of milk, is because I want to show you a representation that we can now hold 4 gallons of water behind this whole entire system that we have here by using the Rotopax. But just as a visual, and also trying to just pack around these, I'm sure you guys have all done this before, but when you're trying to pack up, you're like, oh, I just need a gallon of water or something for the weekend. You might have a couple of these, and they're just really a pain to try to pack around. So what this is, that's 4, and I'll show you again. There's gonna be 4 gallons of water up on top of this system, so we can just push this out of the way. And you can see how much that would even take up, just as an example right there. But on top of the Diabolical Slipstream, we've also got 4 of our action packers, and I'm just using the system on the side to lock this down with. It's really easy. They're just they're called perfect bungees, and they're just expandable easily to change, so I'm just putting that on the side for now. But again, I've already got 3 of these on top, and as we go to take all of our storage off of here, you can now see that we've got not 2, but we have 4 Rotopax here on the back. Again, this is a rail system from Diabolical, and that is only a 7-inch rail. And what that means is now this is a rail on both sides. You can actually adjust that to come forward or back if you want to put it in the center, however you want. But what we did is we pushed ours back as far as we could, and it still allowed us to get 3 of these in here. But before I go any further on the Rotopax here and how this works, is the Diabolical Slipstream here on the top has a folding top, and there's another accessory with our Molle system that allows you to do something like this. This is the Molle system back here, but what we've done is we got our DMOS shovel right here. This is an aluminum one. Then we have our flashlight from Sharvol right here. Again, we've got it all. And then if you have your shovel, you always want to make sure, protect your hands. You got your gloves, so I've got a pair of gloves in here. It's all right where I know it's going to be. I've got my flashlight, and this is like just a little saw that's right here. But this is the fold-up system. Again, you can see I have full access right here. And as I fold that back down, again, this is where the rail system goes, and it's going to come with all the hardware that you need, and it's got spacers. But what it allows you to do is every 3 that you bolt in, you can always slide that back and forth. And with that system, this could slide back and forth without interfering with the top itself. So you don't have to remove that. You can remove this whole entire top and still have your rail system on. So what we're going to do is we'll move in a little bit closer, and I'm going to show you what's inside these Rotopax and just how much we have in just 7 inches of a rail system with 2 Rotopax. We're going to go ahead and move now into the interior here with the Rotopax. Again, we've got our 4 gallons of water as an example down below. But what you do with the Rotopax is you just turn these, get them where you want. But before I show you anything else behind here, I want to show you again the rail system from Diabolical, which is their new accessory. The way it's going to work is, again, it uses these existing posts on both sides, and it has a bracket, and then you have a gasket that's going to go on there, and then you just have the really nice high-end hardware that you're going to put in, and that's going to bolt that down so that it won't move anymore. But what you need to do is make sure when you're doing your system, where do you want it to be. So again, it's a rail system. I still have my whole top on, but it allows me to slide this back and forth to wherever I need it by lining up those different holes on the side. And that way, if I need to put something behind it, or if I have my seats folded down, maybe I have maybe a refrigerator or something that's going to sit back too far back, I can move this back and forth. Or if I want to move it all the way to the front, maybe I just don't want to have to lean all the way back in to get my stuff, I could put it right here if I wanted to. But again, that's a rail system. You can see it still has some gap here. So now that I've got a little bit closer, I'm going to get it back a little bit more because I don't want it to fall off here. But the way the Rotopax does is you take these off on either side, and you just pull this out, and they lock in. They kind of interlock. Sometimes they interlock pretty well. So we have our 72-hour preparedness kit. This is designed for 2 people to survive for 72 hours. So we open this up, and what we've got is we have some more drinking water, some flint, a multi-tool, actually some whistles. We have another straw. Again, we're trying to keep hydrated as much as possible, depending on where we might be stranded at. So we have some actual drinkable water in pouches. We have our emergency survival blanket, another flashlight, some extra batteries, and these are going to be our walkie-talkies that we have from Midland are inside here. And then we have down below, we have our SOS emergency food rations, 2 of those, and then we have even more water. And then this is just getting some paracord in case we need to maybe make a shelter or something like that. But this is so that people can survive for 72 hours, and believe it or not, you could do that with just this kit right here. I'm gonna put that to the side. Hopefully it won't fall on me. And then this one is our air down system. And really what it is just going to be like an air hose, air chuck, that type of thing. But what we've got on that is we've got our Flexzilla Air Hose, and then we have our ARB with our gauge so we can air up our tires. And then on top of that, if we have something happen to our tire for like maybe a valve stem or something that we cut on the trail, we have our emergency kit. And this one, you can see I don't have any tools with me, but this is a toolless emergency tire valve kit, and I can repair 2 of those. On top of that, I've got my hose right here, and then I have my onboard air system on the other side, so I can actually repair 2 tires if I had to, either for myself or someone else. So I have that all right here, and I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. And then you can see behind me now I have my 4 gallons of water that I had mentioned before with the jugs that I had showed earlier. Again, these are 1 gallon jugs, so we have 4 of those inside this. And again, this is all done by just using a 7-inch rail from the Diabolical as our new accessory. So again, this is an idea that we came up with using Rotopax. You could do it this way, or you can even maybe put like an onboard air system on top of this if you wanted to, or a high lift jack, maybe a recovery, maybe even like a safe jack system or something like that. So just want to show you that we have all of this, and again, we can still put our gear still here back on top, and it just gives us even more functionality because then we can lock every of our valuables that we have underneath. So this is just another way that we've come up with. Please make sure you keep on watching Jeeps Rock. We do have a little surprise that we're working on. Is our next video, we're going to be showing these cool bags. The reason that these are cool is because these are actually compatible with the Diabolical Slipstream as well, and I'll show you more on the next video. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, as well as hit that bell if you'd like to know right away when we do our next post. So thanks again for watching Jeeps Rock, and we'll see you out on the trail.